Greetings and salutations, y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Chat. Live chat. Okay. Now we wait. We got one. Hello, Michelle Lee. Happy Mother's Day and blessings to all. A lot of people canceled their stuff this weekend because it's Mother's Day. I'm like, nah, I'm still gonna... We're still gonna do the live even though it's Mother's Day. Hopefully by now, everybody's done with their Mother's Day just about. Had their dinner and seen their mamas. This is a cat tail. Oh, everybody come bugging as soon as they hear the ding on the camera. Happy Mother's Day, Ciara and April Biddle. Now he's in the camera. Y'all gonna get. Hello, Ancient Visions has joined us again. Michelle loves my very honest video. Yeah, too honest for most people. Hello, Asta McGuire. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, fur baby mom. Absolutely. Yeah, Mother's Day yesterday. Is that like a thing, or are you in like another country? What y'all doing? Start chatting. Where's the questions? Australia. Okay, that explains it. I know some people celebrate things a day early, like birthdays and holidays, because they're busy on the actual holiday. But in America, the United Snakes of America, it is Mother's Day today. Good evening, Aisha. Alright, people. I hope you stocked up on your questions this week. Where's questions? Come on, y'all. My precious time here for everybody. Us and them. Greetings and salutations. Happy Mother's Day. I'm looking for... Where is Melissa? My cat is like bugging me and he's moving my camera around. What is going on? Picked up some graveyard dirt from an ant's nest. Any tips on uses? That'd be good for some gopher. Ants and ants nests and graveyard dirt is all good gopher stuff, so that'd be good for that. We love ants and stuff in my tradition. Oh, I got a funny story, y'all. Last ceremony I went to, we're all sitting around, we're all doing our thing, and suddenly my godfather jumps up and he's like hopping and hooping and hollering. And he's going, God damn it! Who brought the dirt? Who brought the ant dirt? And he fire ants, man. They crawled up his pants, and somebody brought a bag of dirt that had live fire ants in it, and they got out somehow and was up his pant legs, and boy, he was hooping and hollering. Somebody got in trouble. Some fungus from a dead tree in a cemetery. Awesome. That would also be good for gopher. Hello, Boris. Boris has joined us again. I still love that name, and I wish my cat would go away. It's distracting me. People got me here in the house 24/7, but when I do a live, like, nobody pays attention to me. Is that loud? That's loud. As soon as I turn on a live, here comes everybody. There's Marlene! Marlene, your soap is the fucking bomb, girl. Thank you so much. I posted it on the page, picture of the soap, and I tried to tag you, but I don't think it worked. Everybody's asking for like your website or somewhere where they can get the soap. I'm assuming the yellow one was gardenia. That's what it smells like to me. I'm pretty good with smells. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like lots of people are on that post asking for your website to buy those soaps, and I don't know it. So you got girl on the page, girl, and post your site on the link with the pictures of your soap that you sent me. They're phenomenal. In fact, I gotta fight my husband over that gardenia one because he was like, I don't want that fucking shit. He loved that gardenia soap, man. We're fighting over it. Social sorcery on Facebook. Okay, girl, go to the Primitive Roots Appalachian Conjure page on Facebook. You'll see the picture with your soaps. Post the link under that picture because there's lots of people on there asking where to get them because they're fucking the bomb. Love them. I have a question. Do you read playing cards? And if so, can you give some insight on what the different suits mean? I do not read any kind of cards, actually. No cards for me. I think I covered that on my last live. Professor Porterfield. He also has a couple books out. I think one is called The Players Something in Hoodoo. Professor Porterfield. He does all kinds of shit with playing cards. Very bad connection. Really? Give me very bad connection already. Yeah, Professor Porterfield. Check him out. He does he does work with playing cards and reads with playing cards, and he's like the pro at the playing card thing. I don't read any kind of cards. The one we're fighting over is honeysuckle. Really? That's okay. I could swore it was gardenia, but it just smells freaking like I want to eat it. Like, yummy, man. That shit smells so good. Very good with the workings that I do. The one type work that I have hard time with is money workings. Maybe there's something going over my head. Is there anything that stands out to you about money work? Well, I mean, not everybody is gifted at every type of work. Some people are extremely gifted at like one kind of thing and can't really do another kind of thing. This is just the way, just the way we are as humans. We can't be gifted at everything, right? What stands out to me for money work? I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do for money work. You can do like I mean, jars are okay for money work if you're doing like a long-term prosperity kind of, you know, bring in the money. But if it's like you want some money quick, don't do it in a damn jar. Candle work, always, oils, green rice, stands out for money work. Money. Bad connection again. What the hell? Why do I keep getting bad connection over here? What stands out for money work? Money. Like, put actual money in your money work because that's what you want to be drawing in, right? And it doesn't have to be, you know, I seen a post on Instagram the other day and some girl was doing a money work and I swear to God she had $20,000 like all over this table. Like she's trying to be a millionaire or what, I don't know. But you don't gotta go crazy like that. There's also a video on my channel, if you scroll back, on how to do a prosperity oil lamp. I did an instructional on that. That might give you some ideas for money. Have to check him out. Yeah, Professor Porterfield's awesome. He's a Jewish, he's Kabbalist, I think, but he's also a root worker, and he's really good. He has a couple books out. He has an Instagram and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Check him out. He does all kinds of shit with playing cards. He's the one that really brought the playing card shit back, you know, because it died out for a long time. Are there any particular spirits that work well? Wait a minute. Something's blocking your... Okay. That work well with for money. San Simon. Check out your lamp video. There's a couple spirits you can work with for money. San Simon. There's also a Santa Muerte for specifically for money. In fact, she's dressed in white and has like dollar signs and stuff all over her. A lot of people work with her in that aspect for money. They gotta be careful with her. She's very particular, especially. That's still loud to me. Especially the way she likes her altar set up and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you study on Santa Muerte before you just run off and, you know, start building something. Read all you can. Spirits for money. I mean, of course, there's a lot in the traditions, but, you know, we don't recommend petitioning any of those spirits if you're not initiated. I'm trying to think of money saints. Money saints. I can't think of any. There is Our Lady of Miracles. She might be useful in that aspect. I don't know. But yeah, there's quite a few. Did a money spell with a green apple, 13 pennies. Fucked around and got a job. I was trying to get some money and Spirit told me to work for it. Absolutely. That does not surprise me one fucking bit. When I got stuff, like I gotta receive stuff and everything from my house, and like they'll bring me some of the money and they'll be like, here's some of it, now you guys to get the fucking rest of it. You gotta work for the rest of it. Unless it's something like I really fucking need. Like this week they brought me in some mad sales because I gotta get something that they want big time. I gotta receive, so they brought it in. I didn't have to really do much. Professor Porterfield's playing card book is very good. Yeah, what's the name of it? It's The Players Club. Is that the name of his book? I'm pretty sure. Tuka Waka, hey girl. Carpenter ants swarming here in the spring. You know what I got? I got those little tiny, my grandma always called them piss ants. I don't actually know what kind of ants they are, but they're the little bitty tiny ones. I got them all over the place in the counters. Great music, but hard to hear. I turned it down, so hopefully that's a little bit better. Happy Mother's Day, Megan. Yes, we had a great day. You know what we did? St. Jude's for money? I didn't know that. St. Expedite. Yeah. There you go. There's two saints for money. St. Jude and St. Expedite. Actually, what we did for Mother's Day, because his mama is in a rehab. So, and it's like a nursing home rehab kind of thing. We ordered a giant sheet cake for Mother's Day, and we took it into the nursing home and gave everybody cake for Mother's Day, and they were so fucking happy. It was really, really cool. That's what we did for Mother's Day. St. Jude is for lost causes. Yeah, I don't think he's really money related. St. Expedite, yes. St. Jude, meh. I don't know about that one. I know St. Joseph's for selling houses. So that's kind of money related, but it's like property money related, so I don't know if that would do too good. Oh, crossroad spirits are really good for anything, really. So I've used them for money. I've also worked with my ancestors for money, so you got a couple, you know, ideas there. Gonna have to log off. I have company suddenly. Oh no, make sure you go on the page, girl. Find the post with the soap picture and put your link down there because people want your stuff. And thank you so much. I love it. I love that shit. Me and my husband fighting. A Deck of Spells by Charles Porterfield. Okay, that must be a different one than the one he also has one called The Players Club. That's also about cards and hoodoo specifically, and it's like practical hoodoo, like how to use hoodoo like for your everyday kind of shit. Y'all start talking. 14 of y'all. Worst questions. I just been listening while I work on my hair and have missed so many chances to respond to comments. Well, welcome, Country Owl. Respond away. I'm here to answer your questions. My precious time. I have a little bit of a face on today because it was Mother's Day and we went and gave cake to all the old people, so it was cool. I dressed up. I make my own soap too, and I love hearing about someone else doing it. I'm planning on making my own soaps when we get the farm. We're going to do goat milk soaps. Actually, my husband wants to do the soaps, and I was like, fuck, go do it. You can take the job off my hands. Moving for a new job. Any thoughts on moving cleansings, setting up a new house, leave an old one? Well, there is a thing. You never take an old broom to a new house. When you move into a new house, you buy a new broom, a new mop, a new dustpan. Those three things. You never take the old dirt, you know, with you to a new place. Just cleanse it before you move in with, you know, like a Sweet Home kind of floor washer. Here's the sun in my face again, like last week. This time is terrible. I would cleanse everything with like a Sweet Home kind of thing, because you want to make it sweet and prosperous and good harmonies and all that good stuff. So the new home, I would totally cleanse it with a Sweet Home floor wash. Don't take old mops, brooms, buckets, and dustpans with you. Get all new of those things. And as far as cleaning the old house, I would clean any caca off of anything before you box it and move it. That's what I do when I move. This damn sun, y'all, right in my eyeballs. What you did for the folks at the home is freaking awesome. Yeah, it was. They were like so happy. So many people there don't have a family who visit. Exactly. I mostly use unscented lye soap. I've heard that about the brooms. Yeah. You don't want that old dirt. That's right. You don't take the old caca with you. I clean everything. When I move somewhere, everything gets fucking cleansed before it goes in a box. Curtains, you know, pictures, I mean, everything. Everything gets washed and cleansed before it gets packed in the box and goes to the new place. So everything's coming clean and fresh. Thanks for the Money Saint suggestions. I do have my warriors and normally go to them, but usually about protection. I was thinking of petitioning Ogun. Don't know a whole hell of a lot about Ogun. I know he's like technology, the maker of tools. I know he's green. Don't know a whole hell of a lot about Ogun though, so I don't know if he's for money or not. Actually, I can't answer that question. I know I always ask, but any new paranormal stories? Not really. I heard a smoke alarm the other day. Like, I made a deal with the spirits in the cellar. I was like, alright, because they bitched. You know, I don't leave the candles going. I don't leave any candles going when I'm gone. Even in the cellar. Even though there's no animals down there, it still worries me because candles can explode. Like, you know, all kinds of crazy shit can happen. I don't like leaving things lit when I'm not there to tend to them. But they bitch. And they're like, we want our shit lit all the time. So I made a deal, and they swore to me that there would be no fire danger. They're not going to let anything blow up. Because I'm like, well, I mean, common sense. If the cellar blows up, they blow up. So they're not going to let that happen, right? So I made a deal. I'm like, all right, there's a smoke alarm down there, but it didn't have a battery in it since the day I moved in this house in 2011. That smoke alarm never had a battery in it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave one candle lit for everybody. But I'm putting a battery in that smoke alarm. And I was like, don't fuck with it. Because they like fucking with smoke alarms. I don't know. They like fucking with them. I was like, don't fuck with the smoke alarm now. I'm going to leave your candles lit. You promised me nothing's going to happen. I trust you. You got my faith. Put a battery in that smoke alarm. And either they're fucking with it or it's a defective smoke alarm, which might be why it didn't have a battery in it when I moved in. But it just goes off constantly, and I keep running, you know, I'm like running downstairs and running back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I put everything out, it's still going off, there's no smoke, there's no fire, I don't know. So I wound up taking the battery back out of the smoke alarm and putting everybody's candles out. I'm going to try a new smoke alarm. I'm going to buy a brand new one. I'm going to put that down there, and we'll see if that one gets fucked with. Hey, my name's Jillian. Logged on with my boyfriend's YouTube. It's my first time at a live. Well, welcome. Hello. Happy Mother's Day. I watch you at work and take notes. My question is, what could I do to keep people at work's negative energy off? Well, there's quite a few things you can do. You can dust yourself with cascarilla, like your shoulders, the back of your neck. You could dust yourself with cascarilla. You can keep Florida water spray in your desk. And if someone with caca energy comes in your space, the second they leave, spray. Spray the fuck out with some fucking Florida water. If the energy's really fucking bad, like, in the fall I work at a haunted house, everybody knows this, and the energy is super fucking caca. When I go to work in there, I wear an egg on my fucking head. Like, I wrap my head in a head wrap, or I put a hat on, I put an egg on my head, because the egg absorbs all that negative caca, at least most of it. It still fucks with me in there, but the egg helps a lot. You could maybe try that, like keep an egg in your desk. So when caca energy comes around, kind of take the egg around and cleanse up the energy. There's all kinds of things you can do to keep their negative energy away from you. Also, you can wear like protection oil, you know, stuff like that. Hard in an office, yep. Keep a little spray bottle of Florida water in your desk drawer. Your area will always smell awesome. And anytime someone with caca comes in your space, just can you give us some dream work stories? I don't really, I mean, I get dream messages all the time. I'm still not adept at spirit walking and getting on and off by myself. So when it happens, it happens. I usually wake up every day with something in my head. It's usually some kind of song. And the song usually has some kind of message. In fact, sometimes the songs I don't even know what the fuck they are. Like, I had one like 2 days ago I woke up with in my head, and I just had one verse of a song. I didn't know the song, so immediately when I woke up I got on Google and I Googled the verse of the song that kept getting repeated over and over again that I woke up with, and then I found the song and I listened to it and read the lyrics, and it was like, holy fuck, like there was a lot of messages that were being told to me in that song, so I could see why they gave me that one. But dream working, I don't know too much about that at this point in time. Oh, looks like we have a troll. We're gonna have to... Wow, this is the second time. That's not too bad though, it's a good record. Hold on, y'all, I'm trying to... We're gonna hide user on this channel. Alright. Block the troll. Look what I did. Haha. Very bad connection. Do you find guides and ancestors want to live in certain areas or environments? I have moved over 30 times in 40 years. It is a bit much, but I am restless. Some people are like that, honey. It depends on the kind of person you are. Like my godmother, she lives in an RV, and she like travels, you know. Well, in the summer she got a place up in Oregon, and that's where like she spends her summers in Oregon. And then once it starts getting cold in Oregon, they just get the RV, like that's her house, and they start traveling. They go south, and she makes her rounds and goes all over the place while it's cold up north, and then, you know, through the winter, and then when the summer comes, she goes back up. Some people are like have a gypsy soul, you know, and they like to travel, they like to move around a lot, and that's just the that must be the way you and your spirits like to be. I tried that. I did it for 4 years. I traveled the country for 4 years. It was like a different state every month, and to me it got old after a while. Like I want a home, I want land, some place to hang my hat. You know, traveling's okay, but to me it gets old after a while. But some people, they travel constantly. Oh, thank you, Tukawaka. You have to root yourself. I mean, not everybody has to root themselves. They don't. Some people have that, oh, hi, Nothingness Chronicles. Some people got that gypsy soul, you know, and they're travelers. We can't all be rooted. Some of us got to travel. I think I saw that you posted about providing candlelight services. Are you only offering certain candles, and when will you start? I am. I was given permission. I was given permission 3 days ago to start offering setting of lights to public clients in the shop and everything, and I'm super excited. It's like another little baby step to doing actual work. Love my spirits. That's gonna come very soon. What I need to do is super stock up on candles. Like, I already buy a couple cases of candles a month for my spirits. Now I gotta stock up for y'all to offer settings in the shop, because I want to make sure I have each kind on hand that I'm gonna offer, so, you know, if someone buys a setting of lights, it's not delayed. That I have to order a candle or some shit and wait for it and blah blah. I want to have that shit on hand. I have to think about the ones I'm going to really be offering. I know I'm going to be offering my renowned Big Bucks Benjamin. I'm definitely going to be offering like a healing type setting of lights. Probably like road opener. What else should I offer? I don't think I want to offer love, y'all. But I tell you what, y'all love my tainted love oil. That shit, I can't keep it, man. That and the Florida water. I can't keep it. That shit just, I make some and it's like poof, it's gone. Everybody's loving that. Oh, what other kind of candles will I offer? We'll do the Big Bucks Benjamin, healing, road opening, protection. I can do protection ones. I can do, I might be able to work around to do some uncrossing ones for people. I'll have to check on that. But I think if I offered that, it would have to be in addition. Like, that candle probably wouldn't just take care of uncrossing someone if they got some caca on them. Like, it would be in addition to other steps that the client would have to do, like baths and cleansing the house and all this stuff. A candle doesn't cover everything. What about peaceful tranquility, calming candles, maybe? I don't know if people really go for that one. I'm not going to be offering hexing type candles, though, y'all. This is a service I'm doing to help people. When I start, that's for setting of lights. When I start actually being allowed to offer straight up work for people, I don't know if I'll do hexing or not. We'll have to talk to spirits about that one. Because usually it's going to be up to them. Because they're going to tell me if something's justified or not. And if you come to me with something that ain't justified, they ain't going to fucking do it. Have you noticed so many witches become hermits? Or have always been one? Abso-fucking-lutely. Fellow hermit. I don't call myself a hermit though. I'm a recluse. My husband's the same way. We were just talking about that today. We were on the way home from the nursing home and doing the cake for everybody, and he was like, when I leave the house, he's like, all I want to do from the minute I leave house is go home. He's like, I just the world kind of drains the fuck out of you, and home's the safe place. Trolls are a sign of progress. Yeah, I guess if you don't got any trolls, I guess you're not too big, are you? Lucky, you are all made up. Did I miss something? Light settings are exciting. I love to have my work backed up in that way. Yeah, I love doing light settings. And the thing is, when I do light settings, they're all going to be in the cellar. So, which is why I went through the whole smoke alarm deal. We were running a test, leaving their candles lit to see if when I do settings of lights, I can leave them down there, leave them lit, and not worry about them, which shouldn't be a problem because the floor is cement. So, if everything's on the floor and something explodes, it shouldn't be too big of a deal because everything's cement. Pretty much down there. So that was like a test run on that. I'm gonna have to buy a new smoke alarm before we go through all that. And I gotta order a crap ton of candles to have on hand. Dang nabbit, missed most of it. Honey, we're only half hour in. You didn't miss that much. Taking care of ancestors. Well, that is more important than my lives. Trust me. I had to give everybody got, you know, massive flowers. Oh, shit. I was supposed to bring a piece of cake home for all my mamas, and I totally fucking forgot. I'll have to get them some cake tomorrow. Shit. I'm a bad. Bad. They told me yesterday to bring a piece of that cake home, and I fucking forgot. I did get everybody flowers and refreshed everything, though. Everybody for the mamas. Offer love, please. That work requires a lot of energy, and it would be great to have that service as a backup. Yeah, it does require a lot of energy, and I'm not big on the love. I don't do love work, y'all. Don't. And it sucks because I'm really fucking good at it, but I ain't doing it. Too much caca and drama and the bullshit and way too much into love work. Y'all, when your hearts get involved in shit, and then y'all get pig-headed and don't fucking listen. I am completely of the ilk that everything happens for a reason. And I am completely convinced that if spirit removes something from your life, it's to make room for something better. I 100% have faith in that. And you can't grow and transform on your path and grow on your path if you're hanging on to this old shit. Sometimes that old shit gotta fucking go. You gotta put that baggage down, that relationship down, that bullshit down to grow and get the shit that you're really supposed to have. So I'm not big on the love work. I'm not big on the romance work because I think if a relationship is lost, it's for a fucking reason. And I wish everybody would know that. Even if some home wrecker came along and stole your man away, if he can be stoled away that fucking easy, you don't want him. So I'm not big on doing the love work. I'm really not. I do offer love gree and a love oil. I'm actually contemplating making another love oil that's a lot nicer than the tainted love oil. The tainted love oil is to be used with caution. But I was thinking about making more of a romance, real love kind of oil. flopping that around in my head. But oils and gree are about all I will offer for love work, I'm pretty damn sure. Because I can put love and attractive things in a fucking gree and send it off, and you gotta take care of it, and you gotta work it. Not me. I don't gotta get involved in it, you know what I mean? I'd much rather it be that way. Hold on, I missed a lot of shit. Scrolling back. What about anti-anxiety type candles? I was kind of flopping around the tranquility, calming, peaceful candles, because I know a lot of people suffer with anxiety. A lot of people have chaos and, you know, bad energy, arguments in their home with family members and like all that. So that's probably a work that I could recommend. I'm pretty good at that one too. He needs a bath bad. I need to make a bag or something to take with me that has the energy of my place in it, so I can feel like I'm at home. Just carry a bag of dirt, honey. Get dirt from the four corners of your property or the four corners of your house and carry that with you, and you'll always have home with you. Love my dreads like that. Looking sad. Yeah, honey, it's hot. It's hot. That's why they're up. I think I look at. I had to wear a wrap. I wore a wrap when we went to the nursing home with the cake because I didn't want to scare the old people. They probably think I'm some kind of crazy monster creature coming walking through there with my hair like this. It's hot, honey. I had to turn my air on today. It's fucking May. It's the middle of May, and we hit fucking 92 degrees today. I hated it. I had to turn my air on. I was pissed. Usually I got like 2 months with no heat and no air, and my bills are like really nice for like 2 months, and I got extra money, and like I said, I had to break down and turn my fucking air on today, man. 90 fucking 2. Ridiculous. We went from snow to summer. We had no spring. It's ridiculous. What's some ways to use wasp nests other than hexing and protection work? I think somebody asked, I think you asked me that last week. I'm pretty sure it was you. And we said the protection, what could we use them for? Well, that might be considered a hexing work too. Confusion would be really good with wasps' nests because they got all the holes in them and the buzzing, and that would cause a lot of confusion. But that's, I guess that's kind of like a hex kind of work as well. I don't know, or not. Wasp nest, what can we do? I don't know. We couldn't heal with them. I don't think they'd be good for prosperity or love or road opening or anything like that. I think those are about your options, honey. Men are like a bus. Did I miss an inside joke there? Men are like a bus. Everybody gets a ride. People are weird as fuck. Could you talk more about hot and cool spirits? When to call on each? I haven't heard much about this before. I actually don't know a whole lot about cool spirits. Some of my saints, I guess, would be considered cool spirits. The ones that are for healing and such, they're not hot. But I'm hot, and my personal spirits are hot, and all I really deal with is hot. Oh, y'all, I did some work last night in the cellar. My cellar is like a root cellar, right? And it's all cement, and it's underground. It's always cold down there. Like, in the winter, I had shit down there, and bottles, and waters, and all kinds of shit, and it was frozen solid down there. It's so cold. So in the summer, it's comfortable. It's like the perfect temperature down there in the summer. Like, I can go down in a tank top, do anything, I'm fucking comfy. Never gets hot down there, ever. I did some work down there last night, and I was sweating my ass off in the cellar. I had to get a fan and bring it down there. Like, Woo, Lord. My spirits are hot, 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 hot. I don't know too much about cool cool spirits. I really don't, because mines are hot. The only cool spirits I work with are a few of my saints, and even most of my saints are hot. But I have Our Lady of Grace. She's very cool and calming. But I'll tell you what, if you're working with hot spirits and got hot spirits, they love hot things like peppers and hot spices and Fireball whiskey and lots of candles and fire, and they love that hot shit. But that makes a hot spirit even hotter. So you got to know when to make them hot and when to try and cool them off. Like hot spirits, you always got to have ice water and shit. And you got to actually like put it on them and stuff, or like river water. Like you got to always cool them down because they're always fucking hot. So hot spirits, to cool them down, you like give them ice water and cool cold stuff. But they love the hot shit. So if you're working them for something, give them the hot shit to heat them up and get them working real good. But then you gotta cool them down. They're fucking hot, man. Like spontaneously combust fucking hot. It's crazy. I couldn't believe myself. I was sitting in my cellar sweating. I had a tank top on and everything. I'm like, motherfucker. Glad I didn't try that upstairs. Do you plant certain things around the house for protection, peace, luck, etc.? I mean, it depends on what you mean by plant things. If you're talking about actual plants, not really. There's an old saying, like, to always have rosemary by your garden gate. Lavender is really good to have plant around your house for, like, to bring in that peace and tranquility kind of energy. But as far as plants go, I don't really plant plants on the property for some kind of effect. Now, planted in the ground, there's a lot of shit. A lot of fucking shit that's dug and planted in the fucking ground and buried, but not plants per se. How can I push for someone to die? Are you kidding me, girl? You think I'm even gonna touch that? First, it gotta be fucking justified. You come to me with some justified shit on somebody dying, and maybe we can talk. I would wish death on nobody. I've had death put on me. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, even my worst enemy. Is it true and traditional for no one touching or seeing your mojo bag? Is it a big no-no? Because I saw another worker saying no. That worker is full of shit. Don't listen to them anymore. Nobody should ever see your mojo bag or your gree-gree. Nobody should ever see it. And abso-fucking-lutely, nobody but you should ever touch it. Even my husband, I've made him shit. And once I'm done making it and I give it to him, I'll never touch it again. Only he should touch it. Nobody should ever touch your mojos or your gree-gree, and nobody should ever see them. Understand accidents happen sometimes. Something might pop out, or, you know, you might not be paying attention, or like whatever, but absolutely don't ever let anybody touch it. You don't want someone else's energy and caca on your fucking charms. I think someone is protecting my target. I need to get rid of that so they can die. Honey, we ain't talking about death on here tonight. I find dead bees in my apartment cool and use them in sweetening spells because, you know, bees make honey. What's even better for that, I mean, yeah, they make honey, but they also have stingers, and people are also allergic to them. So I don't think I would recommend or use bees in sweetening work, but bee pollen is excellent in sweetening and romance and platonic friendship kind of works, and it's better than honey. Bee pollen. I don't know if I'd use the actual bees though, because there's too many variables there. Your suggestion for carrying dirt from the four corners is so on point. Working with dirt is old school and so powerful. I know everyone here knows you're good, but you're well taught in the old ways. True power. Well, awesome, thank you. Yeah, dirt. Y'all, dirt is some powerful motherfucking shit. You can do anything with dirt. Anything. You get the right dirt, you can do fucking anything with dirt and water. Really, you can. Dirt and water is powerful fucking shit. I made it set my alarm. Been up since 5 a.m. Had to take my nap. My schedule's all messed up. Oh no. My shit's been messed up too, man. I've been getting up at like 10 o'clock every day, and that ain't, I usually don't get up till like 11:30, 12 o'clock. Last 2 weeks, I'm up at like 10 a.m. and I'm like, why? I can't even leave my house till noon. Cannot. For religious reasons. I can never go out at noon, so I make sure I never leave my house at noon. So I sit here all morning till noon, like 12:30. I'm like, okay, now I can actually start, like, go out and do my fucking day shit. I don't know why I'm getting up early every day now. I think it just happens as people get older. I keep making fun of my husband all the time for that shit. Because he gets up real early. He's up like 6, 7 in the morning. I'm like, you old man getting up early. Now it's going to happen to me, watch. I got some graveyard dirt a few months ago from an extremely old cemetery down here, and I don't really know what possessed me to get the graveyard dirt. How should I dispose of it? I do not want it. You can send it to me. I'll never turn down some graveyard dirt. I mean, okay, we do things, sometimes spirits lead us to do things, and at the time, we might not know why, or we might not understand it. Like, I get told all the time to get things or buy things, and I don't know what they're for. I don't know why they're telling me to get it, but every time I need that item further down the road for something. And it's like, oh my god, that's what it was fucking for. So if you don't know what possessed you to get the dirt, I'm pretty positive in the future there's gonna be a reason that you got it, and you're gonna need it for something. So I would hang on to it. I really would. Spirits do that. I got all kinds of shit, and I'm like, I get shit all the time. I don't know what it's for, or who wants it, or whatever. I just put it up on a shelf, and I'd be like, alright, and then be damned, you know, a week later, 2 weeks, a month later, I need that fucking thing for something. And I have it. So they do that shit all the time. That's spirit talking, honey. Can you talk about camphor for banishing? Does it remove negative energy for good? No. Nothing removes negative energy for good. Nothing. It will remove all the negative energy and spirits that are present at that point in time and get them out and cleanse the space and make it neutral. But for good, nothing's for good. Nothing works permanently and for good. Hey Denise, the Wandering Artist, how are you tonight, honey? Happy Mother's Day. Wish death on nobody. Don't do it. It's not worth having it on your soul. Absolutely. My spirits have been pushing me. No, they don't want me talking about it. Sorry guys, can't talk about it. I'm getting yelled at. Can't say it. Exactly. You will pay for that. Someone's been wishing death on me for years, and she's just hurting herself in the process. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, and I know damn well by my spirit's opinion, death has to be justified. So, if it was something like a murder, okay, like this motherfucker murdered your fucking mom, or, you know, somebody in your family, or, you know, somebody you know and love, or whatever, that would be a justified case to put death on somebody. Perhaps even rape would be a justified situation. Again, it would have to be read on. But that is usually a justified situation to put death on somebody. Other than that, Even the girl that put death on me, I almost killed my ass. I didn't put death on her. I didn't put death on her. I would never wish that on anybody, even though she tried to do it to me. I simply sent back what she sent at me, and all of a sudden everybody around her started dying. And this seems to be a pattern. This seems to be a pattern around here. But I leave it up to spirit. I leave it up to spirit. I say, is this work justified? They say yes. I say, do as you see fit to balance and justify, bring justice to the situation. And if the spirit sees fit that a life is taken, then they do that, and that's in their hands. I have nothing to do with it, but I would never wish it on anybody. You keep sleeping funny too. Yeah, my sleep is so fucked up this week. 58 and been getting up earlier too. Damn. Well, yeah. Well, I'm only 40, honey. 40. Justification. Oh, see, and I just said rate too, didn't I? I can't sit here on a live and tell someone how to put death on somebody. I can't do it. You'd have to get a reading, honey. Like even as I just stated, that's usually a justified situation, but that is up to spirit to decide. You put it out for justice, for balance, for you know, all that, and you leave it in spirit's hands. And if they see fit to deal out death, then that's the way they see fit. But I wouldn't do it. You're purposefully attempt to put death on somebody, especially without a reading. You got to get a reading and see if that shit is truly justified. I will hand it to you. There is some kind of retribution here that needs to be done. But whether death is the correct retribution or not would need to be read on. It really does. You're talking, I mean, somebody's life. What's the saying? You take away all a man has and all he's ever going to have. It's a hell of a thing. Hey, Margarita Sage. Thank you for the Florida water, man. That's some strong stuff, and its effect. Wow, I'm in love with it. Awesome. I can't keep it, man. Everybody is loving that Florida water. I've made 3 gallons of it this week. Gallons of Florida water this week, and I'm down to less than a half a gallon right now. I can't keep it, y'all. Y'all are loving that shit. It is really good stuff, and if y'all didn't know, Mama puts actual, real deal holy water in the Florida water as well, which is one of the reasons why it's so good and so powerful. What is a good daily routine for someone to do for their ancestors, like prayers or offerings or something? Just speak to them. A good daily routine, light a candle, give them water, and speak to them. Flowers, they love flowers. All dead love flowers. Give them flowers. I actually just posted an ancestral prayer on the Facebook page and on the Instagram as well. That it's really good across the board, that anybody could use with their ancestors. I don't remember how it goes off the top of my fucking head. So go to my Instagram or my Facebook page and look, and there's a prayer posted for ancestors that you can do across the board. Everybody can do it. But as far as daily things, and that's another thing, people, with your ancestors, once you start venerating and elevating your ancestors, you cannot stop. You must do it daily. Once in a while, if you're super busy and you skip a day or something, that's okay. And a very, you know, very rare circumstance that you got way too busy and you didn't have time to do your prayer, time to light your candle, or like whatever. Okay, but generally speaking, once you start venerating and elevating your ancestors, you cannot stop. If you stop, they will fuck your shit up. Just saying. If you stop elevating them, they're gonna get mad and they will fuck your fucking world up. Once you start, you cannot stop. So ancestral veneration is a big deal. It's not to be taken lightly. What is the name of your cat on the couch? Such a cutie. I don't even know he's back there. That's Putter Putt. Oh, see, he heard his name. And he looked up. That's my oldest cat. I've had him a long time. He's an old man. I tried to look up the saint on the charm, but I couldn't find any match. What saint is it? Was that your first order, Melissa? With me? Was it your first order? If it was your first order with me, that would be Saint Benedict. I have everything in order because I have repeat clients, so I want to make sure they're not getting the same thing. So I always check what order the person's on, and you know, if they're on their second order, they get this one. If they're on a third order, they get this one. If they're on a fourth order, they get this one. First order always gets Saint Benedict. So if it was your first order, that's what it was. I do a lot of workings with laying powders and dirt, kind of my fave. I've come up with lots of ways to get my target in contact with it. Do you have any favorite sneaky uses for it? As far as powders, there's all kinds of ways to deploy powders. One of my favorites, especially for like hot foot or something, hot foot their fucking car. Door handle, where they're going to walk in front of the driver's door, the ground they're going to step on there. That's one of my favorite deployment. Mailboxes are also really good if you don't want to be seen going up to their house or something, do the mailbox. Another good trick is cards. Dust a damn card, you know, a nice friendly card, and send it to your enemy. And they'll, unbeknownst, think it's a lovely gesture, and they just got fucked up. You got tricky, tricky, tricky. Doing great, and happy Mom's Day. Respect to the ancestors. Yes, good call. Can't piss off the relatives. Absolutely not, because they are the ones will fuck your shit up without thinking twice. Rules to magic. Pay attention or pay. Absolutely. I did a death curse on a person who murdered my girlfriend and dumped her dead body in the back seat of the car in a hospital parking lot. Now see that shit? You can probably guarantee that's some fucking justice right there. But that would be one of the very only cases where that's justice. Yeah, I would say that is justified, yes. Rumor has it he is wearing cement shoes in the Gulf of Mexico. I did not kill that person in person. I left it up to spirit. Yep. Funny, you are a young chick. Oh, I'm young. Please. You see all this gray, honey? This is all gray. I agree, Melissa. She was a good person. She did not deserve it. Your story was on... Her story was on Unsolved Mysteries. I used to love that show. The police know what I knew about the case. That shit is, yeah, justified right there. But even then, I don't purposely would send death to somebody. I'd say, here's the situation. This is what happened. Justice, balance, retribution, fix that shit. Balance it out. And if they see death as justice, then let them deal it. What is the difference between Mojo and Juju? My dad told me they were different. Said one you don't talk about, but I don't remember. I have a bag, but change things out and feed the items. Juju's not a bag. Juju is actually a term for witchcraft or root work or something. They say juju. Put the juju on you. Bad juju. It's not really an item like a mojo. A mojo is like, you know, an item, a talisman, an amulet, a bag. Juju is just a relative term for witchcraft or root work or anything like that. I hope the camphor works. I did it twice, and I'll repeat every week or so. Spirit been telling me if this crazy hater does anything on me, black magic, etc. Are you also floor washing with the camphor? I mean, I would definitely do like an uncrossing, remove negativity, floor wash, do your doors, do your windows, do your floors, your cabinets, your refrigerator, your door jambs, fucking everything. Get that shit out. And then when you're done, I don't know if y'all noticed, when you use a floor wash and you wash your house and everything with the floor wash, the bucket and everything, when you're done, and I'm sure everybody knows you do your house from back to front, right? When you do floor washes and you sweep and you do all that, you always start at the back of the house, work to the front of the house, end at the front door. When you get to the front door with your bucket of floor wash, you always pour it on your front porch. Always, no matter what kind of floor wash it is. It goes outside on the porch. And then sometimes I like to take a broom and kind of sweep it off the porch. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on what it's for. You don't have to do that. I like to do it sometimes. But yeah, floor washes always get dumped outside, on the porch or outside your door. Don't ever pour them down a sink or a toilet or a tub or anything like that. Absolutely, Tukalwaka. Why does it say bad connection again? I don't know what is that. I never have a bad connection or anything fucked up going around here until I do lives. I wonder if my spirits are doing it. Or if it's just YouTube. I don't fucking know. You're completely right about spirit driving you to do something that you don't understand. But I have to say, I still do find it a bit creepy. But I'm grateful. Thank you for answering my questions. You are very wise. And my favorite YouTuber. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, first order. I thought him first. Cool, thanks. It looks like just like him. Love him. Yeah, Saint Benedict is awesome. He's always the first one that goes out in orders. And that's actually the medal of Saint Benedict. Like, he has his own medal. With, like, no other saint. I mean, there's saints, you know, saint medals, you know, but Saint Benedict actually has a Benedict medal, and it's used in exorcisms and protection to remove witchcraft and all kinds of stuff. So it's a great thing to have, and that's why they always go out with my first orders. Love Saint Benedict. I have a big Saint Benedict medal. It's like this big. It hangs on my wall above my working altar, and it was actually blessed on Palm Sunday in the church. So it's really awesome. I love Saint Benedict. I have a giant statue of him too. Love Saint Benedict. A nun once told me that he protected the ladies and always did his best to answer their prayers. Yep, Saint Benedict is great. And you have watched Skeleton Key yet? I think you'd like it. No, somebody else said something the other day about it. But I think they were trolling me or something. What did they say? I don't even remember what they said. It was something about Skeleton Key though. Like, I started doing videos after I watched the Skeleton Key one time or something. I don't know. I don't know, some fucking trolls or something. Y'all don't even know. I get some nutters, man. Seriously. Don't fear the Reaper. Mama's anthem. Love it. He helped me out a lot, actually. As soon as I started to wear a bracelet with his charms. Yeah, he's great. I always have him for protection. I have his medal. This is his. And then I also have my Francis, which is my patron family saint. These two are always on me. Cards send to enemies. Say it with curses by the dozen. Absolutely. And it's got to be a nice card. you gotta send them a really nice, sweet, lovely card so they are none the fuck the wiser. And they just think you're just the loveliest, wonderful, most thoughtful person ever. I gave some plants away for Christmas. Some of them were blessed, and some of them were hexed the fuck up. Yeah, I get tricky with my shit, y'all, seriously. And everybody, oh, how lovely, beautiful plant. And be really fucking careful if people give you plants, y'all, seriously. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Oh, Marlene's back. Hi, honey. My friend who was murdered said she had a father who was the Irish Mafia. I think we can all figure out the justice part. Yeah. My husband actually, he lived in New York for like 22 years, and his best friend's girlfriend, I'm trying to remember the story now, and he's sleeping. His best friend's girlfriend got kidnapped and killed by, oh my god. Honey.
What?
What is the name of the murderer guy that killed your friend's girlfriend? And they found her in his trunk. Who was it?
I'm thinking.
He can't think of it either. It was a famous one.
Oh, there's so many.
It wasn't. Was it Ramirez?
No.
No.
You just woke me up. I can't think.
He can't think. He just woke up. It was one of them famous ones. That was a serial killer in New York. I know if I said the name, y'all know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. But when they busted him, he actually had the body of his friend's girlfriend in his damn trunk. What was his name?
No. Rifkin.
Joel Rifkin.
No. Rifkin, no.
That's who it was. Yep. Yeah, that happened to his best friend's girlfriend. And then something else, his other girlfriend got killed by a serial killer too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, this guy had two girlfriends that got killed by, both got killed by serial killers. That's crazy. Famous ones too. Good call, Mama. I was not a hoodoo artist like you back then, so my anger was sent out full force. You gotta be careful with that shit. I learned my lesson. Now that I know about hoodoo, well, justice is in good measure. Absolutely. You know, my spirits have been on me. Like, if I want to do something justified but not so nice, they asked me to do it either before or after the fact, so I'm not furious and I'm not putting all that anger and rage into it. They want me doing it when I'm calm about it and not so mad. This is a new thing that they're doing with me, so I'm not, I mean, I know quite a bit about what the point of it is, but I think there's more to it that I'm going to learn. But yeah, they're really pushing me to do stuff like that when I'm not furious about it, because usually I'll take a lot. You know, Mama don't like throwing at people. I really don't, and 95% of the time I don't have to, right? I just tell my spirit, yo, this shit, what the fuck, what... I just tell them, and they take care of it, you know, and I'll be like, all right, what do you want? I'm take care of it, you know. What's the cost? But they've actually been pushing me to do a little bit on my own for some situations, and it's like after the fact, you know, after it's been done and shit happened, and I took it. I do that, you know, I kind of sit around and I'm like a punching bag. I'll take a lot of shit. I will, and I won't throw back. You know, I'll clean up, I'll uncross, I'll clean up the mess and the caca, and I'll just be like, Spirit, take care of that shit, you know. I don't really throw a lot of nasty work out there, but they're pushing me out of my comfort zone, and they're wanting me to do a little bit of that, but they're having me do it a period of time after the fact, so I'm not so fucking mad about it anymore, because usually what happens is I'll take it and take it and take it until I reach a point. And once I reach the point, and I get over that line, that tipping point, I just lash the fuck out, and I'm fucking pissed, and I'm fucking furious, and it usually goes way out of control. And things happen that I didn't really intend to happen, but they happen, you know. So they have been pushing me, you know, to kind of do this stuff. Even though I had no intent to do it, they're like, yo, do this shit. And so, you know, I'll fucking do it, but they're doing it, you know, after the fact, when I'm not fucking furious and got all that emotion and anger in it, you know. So it's more controlled that way. Some of that stuff has been going on, so I'm keeping an eye to see what's gonna happen. I'm interested to know. Never know with my spirits what is gonna happen, really. I lost a lot of my witchy friends, even though I am a witch, because I do left and right hand path. Well, fuck them then. You don't need them, right? He laughing. Can you talk about the Tower card in tarot? Someone been using that on me, but I have set up protection on that. Just hate. She still does it. She has no life, but left the state and still can't stop. Put her ass in a fucking mirror box. The Tower card is for destruction. I don't know a whole lot about tarot now, y'all. I don't use tarot, I don't read tarot, but I used to in my teenage years. I got into it a little bit. Tower card's for destruction. So that's what that's about. Chinese floor wash is excellent stuff. I was actually contemplating making some Chinese floor wash, but I mean, it has the juices, but I think I mean, it's great stuff. It's awesome stuff. I just think I can do something a little better, you know. But that stuff is really good. Was surprised at how little I needed. It's potent stuff and smells great for the floor wash. Yeah, I used to love that shit. In fact, I'll still use it, you know, once in a while for some shit, but I make my own, you know. So I was contemplating making some Chinese floor wash, but I haven't gotten around to it. I don't know if I ever will. I guess we'll see what the future holds. Just buffered. Yeah, I'm keep getting poor signal, like, periodically tonight. Not just you did it last night too. Not just you did it last night too. What did it last night too? I didn't do a live last night. Can someone practice hoodoo without God? I know you can't without the Bible. I see people who are Wiccan or pagan doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but they tend to not work with the Bible. If you want to do the real old school hoodoo, it's with the Bible. It's with Psalms. Can you do it without God? I don't think you can do anything without God. Anything. Without the Creator, you can't do fucking shit. But, you know, you can do some hoodoo without Bibles and Psalms. You know, you can hot put somebody, and you can do some shit without that stuff. I don't use Psalms and Bible for everything I do. I really don't. Only certain things. So, absolutely, I believe that you can do that. Now, there'll be some other ones that's going to tell you no. That's going to say it ain't fucking hoodoo unless you're, you know, using the Bible and everything. I'm on the fence about that, because I do shit all the time, and I don't use Psalms and the Bible for everything I do. So, that's my 2 cents. I visit some Spanish villages where they venerate their own local Madonnas. Can I use these Madonnas somehow too, not being a Catholic? You can. You can work with saints and not be Catholic. If you're just visiting a village and they have their own local saints, unless that saint is contacting you, or you're really drawn to it. Local saints are like a different kind of deal. Even me, I don't work with all saints, y'all. I work with the ones that, you know, come to me and that I'm called to. The ones that contact me. I don't just go working with any willy-nilly saint. But you can absolutely work with saints and not be Catholic. 100%. Like, example, Orisha tradition of Santeria, they work with saints all the time. They're not fucking Catholic. So, yes, you can do that. I have a clay statue of Saint Benedict made by monks. Oh, that's awesome. And Saint Benedict founded quite a few, what would even be the word for it? Monasteries. He founded a few monasteries. Oh, a card, Mama. You could say on that card, we mourn the passing of your life. No, see, you gotta do the opposite. You want the card to be sweet. You want that shit to be sweet, and so they think you're just so kind and thoughtful, and really you fucking them up. Skeleton Key is a great movie. It's about voodoo. A couple who live on a plantation house who use magic to live forever. Okay. That sounds interesting, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how real that's gonna be, because ain't no magic gonna let you live forever. Unless you damn ancestor. That's the only way you live forever. The Tower card, when used in a working, could be used to cause chaos and destruction. It's a super fast destruction, like being struck by lightning. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's used for destruction. Did you send them Belladonna? I actually haven't even gotten it yet. Like, I don't know what the fuck's the matter with this company. Like, they're taking forever to ship my stuff. And I have a friend that ordered from them as well. And I was like, how fucking long did it take you to get your shit? He was like a good 4 to 6 weeks till he got his seeds and stuff. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on all my seeds. It's going to be too late to start them this year. I'm going to have to put them in the freezer and wait till next year. I have a St. Jude as one of my saints. He was my pap saint. He was dying from a kidney disease that was incurable. That would be a patron family saint. A lot of us have those. Family definitely has one, but no reason for it. Stop having a very bad connection. I'm probably buffering like a motherfucker, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. Don't ever do that until I'm on a live. Patron family saints, yeah. I definitely have them because, like, my father's side of the family is 100% Italian. Well, not 100%. It's German and Italian, but very fucking Italian, very Catholic. So, yeah, we definitely have the patron family saints. Practical Magic is my favorite movie. So sad they took it off Netflix. That's a pretty good movie. I've seen that one. I mean, it's not very realistic, but it's a decent movie to watch for entertainment. I like that movie too, Melissa Sings. You put the lime in the coconut. Oh yeah, it's a good song. My spirits stick that in my head some mornings when they want something. Whitey Bulger was an Irish murderer. Oh, okay, I've heard of him. Actually, I'm actually quite adept on serial killers. I used to study a lot about them. I was fascinated. Part of the IRA. I will be careful about anger, Momo. Thank you. Yeah. I'm learning that lesson too. I'm really anxious and excited to see what's going to happen coming up here soon, because I did it the way they told me to do it. You know, calm and not full of rage. And so I guess we'll see what they do with it. My family is from Brooklyn. My and the shit paths of Boston. Boondock Saints! That's the best movie ever of all time. The best anger is when you are calm and don't raise your blood pressure. I hope you're right. The Italians were no joke back in the day in New York. Yeah, my Nana is 100% pure Italian off the goddamn boat. And she's the cutest little thing, man. Like, I'm 5 foot. I'm short. I'm a hobbit, y'all. She's like 4'3". Like, she's so little. And she's just so adorable. I love her to death. She is goddamn 100%. 100% Italian off the boat. Loving the Pope. I hate cursing, and that was the only time in my life I threw a curse, and now that I know about hoodoo, I know better now. My ancestors are very tolerant of me, but they won't take shit either. Yeah, mine got on my ass, and they're like, yo, quit fucking being a punching bag and fucking do something. Because I don't usually have to do shit, you know? I don't know. They're pushing me out of my comfort zone. I'm supposed to grow and learn something here, so I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I've done that. Of course I've done it, you know. But it's not something I like to do. And I don't like watching the results unfold because they're usually really fucking unpleasant. And even if that's not what I intended, and I think that's where the anger and doing it when you're calm comes in, because then I think it's going to go off exactly the way it's supposed to and not have all these weird side effects that I didn't intend to have. My pendulum has been working well. I like testing my skills, although it has been hijacked. When you're right, it's great. Lets me know what people are throwing on me always. Yep, mine too. But they are hijackable. Absolutely. That's why I have, you know, you do the test questions. And mine always have a certain pattern, like, they only go certain ways. And if it goes a way other than their certain way, I know for a fact that's fucking hijacked, because they don't fucking do that shit. My grandfather was part of the mafia in Chicago. My husband actually had a lot of dealings with the mafia in New York and the Hells Angels and all that stuff. I am Italian once the line is crossed, but I have morals. But don't get on my bad side. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I'll take a lot of shit, man. I really will. I will sit there and take it and take it and take it until I reach the point. And when you get me to that point and push me over that line and that edge, look the fuck out. My mom's one to curse and hex someone. Typical Italian grudge holder. I can't usually go through with it, usually. Yes, I've done it, you know, and I'm good at it. I'm too good at it, in my opinion, because honestly, y'all, if I throw at somebody, 95% of the time somebody dies. And that's not my intent, ever. And I put that in spirit's hands. If that's what they seem fit, that's what they seem fit. And that's usually, you know, what they see is balance, but that's never my intent. And so that worries me. You know, when they start harping on me, they're like, start fighting back, and I'm like, is somebody gonna die? Even though that's not what I want to happen, that's what happens. And I think that's what they're trying to learn me, is because I get pushed to the point, and I get furious and angry, and I lash out, and so hopefully, you know, when I do it when I'm calmer and more level-headed and don't have all that emotion, hopefully nobody gonna die this time. Because I really don't like that. I'm staying on your good side, Papa Bear. I have crazy in my blood. Good crazy. Don't take people's shit well crazy. Fuck 'em. That's right. Yep. Amen for crazy. Mirror boxes. Yeah, honey. If you got somebody, you know, a constant enemy that's fucking with you, put them in a damn mirror box. So all their shit just reflects right back on them. But the trick to that is, you know, make the mirrors on the inside, not the outside. And then you put them in the box, and anything they send out goes right back to them. I have to use the Psalms to do my thing. No, God is the pilot of my plane. Yep. Nothing happens without him. Or her, whatever. The deity, the creator. Hotfoot is the shit. This restaurant has been coughing in people's foods. Ew. Want to hotfoot their ass and close them down. Or just move. I just want to make sure I use my energy wisely. Well, I think that's wise, honey. You probably be saving some people's, That's nasty as fuck. That's nasty as fuck. Seriously. Oh, I just had a client contact me this morning. She contacted me in March. March 21st to be exact. And she's actually a good friend of mine. And we've been friends for years. And she moved into this new house. And she bought it and everything. And the neighbors behind her are very rambunctious. They're like, it's kind of out in the boonies, you know, so they're riding four-wheelers through the fields and blasting music, setting off fireworks, shooting guns off constantly. And the one night she was sitting there and a bullet come through her fucking door, her French door window. And that, you know, we drew the line on that one because they gonna fucking kill somebody. So I made her up some extra special hotfoot, because she was like, these motherfuckers built that house, they've been living in it for 30 years, they ain't going anywhere. I said, I got this, honey. I made her up a really special batch of hotfoot, and I sent it to her and told her how to deploy it. And she wrote me today and said they moved out Friday and there's a for sale sign in the fucking yard. And she couldn't believe it. It was unfucking believable to her, because she was like, I never in a million years thought they were going to leave that house, because they built it and been in it 30 years. I got this. Yep. I use Psalms, but I don't do past guilt baggage of my past. Christian churches. That's more Catholic churches, honey. Catholics like that confession and the guilt and all that. In other words, I don't turn the other cheek all the time. Yep. Our Lady of Fatima is nice for protection. I don't, like I said, I don't work with All Saints. For protection, I love Archangel Michael. St. Alex is excellent against protection, against witchcraft and stuff like that. And St. Martin, not St. Martin de Porres, not the African saint, but the St. Martin Torres. St. Martin Torres, he's always on a horse, and he's always, like, his statues are always, he's on a horse, and there's like a beggar man, and he's like protecting him with his sword. He's really good for protection too. There's lots of saints that are really good for protection, but I think Michael Archangel is one of the ultimates. Can you talk about Francisco and Francisca? I love their values and know they were magical workers, but info is hard to find on them. You're right. They're in my court, and I don't have a whole lot of info on them. Pretty much what I know about them comes from their prayers. So if you can find the prayers for Francisca and Francisco, that tells you a little bit about them and what they're about. Francisca supposedly had a heart of like pure gold, and she was the most kindest and gentlest and would help everybody, kind of like a Mother Teresa kind of figure. Where Francisco, he was also very kind and generous, but he was a hoodoo man. He was a worker, and you know, he performed a lot of miracles for people, which is why one of the reasons why they are considered saints in celestial courts, because of what they did on earth. But I actually don't know a whole lot about them, and they're in my court. So look up their prayers. Their prayers tell you quite a bit about them. This is random, but I love using eggs and dolls in workings. Light and dark, bright and light. I love eggs too. I use eggs for all kinds of shit. Love eggs. I love dolls too. Are you close enough to your router or hardwire that will get rid of most of? I am. It's like over there. I never have this problem until I do a live, and then I think it's YouTube. I really do, because I don't ever have a problem. I can walk outside and, you know, go down to the mailbox and shit, and I don't lose my Wi-Fi. I don't know why it does it when I do lives. Maybe it's too much memory. You know what? I did think, and I didn't do it. I didn't remember it. I have two settings on my Wi-Fi. I have a 2G setting, which is what everything is running on, and then I have a 5G setting, which is supposed to be really faster, and I was going to switch it tonight to the 5G before I started the live and see if that made a difference, and I forgot to do it. Maybe I'll remember next Sunday. I live near Chicago. Tell me about those Italian Catholic Mafia folks. Yeah, I heard Cleveland's pretty bad too. I'm 5'4" and considered tall in my family. I got a whole family of hobbits. What do you think I should do to a deadbeat dad who only wants more time for his kids for the money because he's getting sued for child support? That sounds typical. Also, he is being a major dick to... I thought you said Dickmeister. I was about to give you a high five. Dick to my sister. I was like, Dickmeister. Deadbeat dad who only wants the time so he gets the money. Being a major dick to his sister. What can we do? We don't want to banish him because we want him in the child's life, because even though the parents don't get along, I'm a firmly believer, unless the dad is a 100% piece of shit, like drug addict, criminal, or something, kids should have a dad if the dad's willing to be there, you know, even part-time. We should not allow that. That should, you know, they need that. So what can be done? We don't want to banish him. He wants more time, just so he has less child support to pay. I'm thinking, y'all. I'm listening. I'm listening. Let's see what's coming to me. What's best for this situation. We don't want to banish. We don't want to hot foot. I'm hearing something about clear sight and clarity. This is what I'm hearing. Like a clear thinking, clear mind, clear sight kind of work. And what I'm hearing is that this would make him see that spending time with his kids is not about money. It's about being a father, and the money shouldn't even be a factor in that. This is what I'm hearing. You can work that with a white skull candle is the way I would do it. Eye bright would be excellent for that. Put it in the eye sockets of the skull. Work it in water, definitely, to cool everything down. Yeah, so we want him to think clearly and see things clearly and see that money doesn't matter. And that his kids and being there for his kids and being a father is what really matters. That's just what I heard. I love it when you say caca. Make a caca be gone for a while. That's awesome. No, it's just uncrossing floor wash. Caca be gone. You better get your head out of here. Who is the mom? I hope you're talking to somebody else, because I don't know what you're talking about. 5'4", one of the tallest people on my mom's side of the family. Yep. Sicilian, we are short motherfuckers. Hi, I don't know if you're a mom, but happy Mother's Day. Well, thank you. I'm a mom to my fur babies and my spirits. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you as well, Spirit of the Witch. My mom road rages a lot and makes up strange curses, and it's so fun. I do too. I do have the road rage. I do. I get pissed at people. I start yelling, "What the fuck you doing, motherfucker? Move, go, move!" All the time. My husband laughs at me. I thought magic was all black magic, but there's so much more to it, like light work and using it to help, not just harm others. I don't have the hate in my heart, but you have to defend yourself. Well, yeah, I mean, all magic is, if it's done correctly, it should be done about balance, and it should be for balance and be balanced. And that's the way we work, especially in my tradition. Everything has to be balanced. I'm looking for a lighter, y'all. Give me a light. Oh, I got it. Everything should be balanced. I know you don't do work with the phases of the moon, but do you find stronger spirit communication around the full moon? The last one was nuts. Absolutely. I mean, I do work with the phases of the moons when it just you know, I don't particularly plan something out for a moon phase. But if something just so happens to fall on a moon phase, that's fucking awesome, and I'll use that and I'll work with it. Full moons, definitely. And people are definitely affected by full moon. The lunar, lunacy, and lunatic, and all these words have to do with the moon, the lunar. I mean, that's as old as time. The moon affects every fucking thing, and so does the sun. But yeah, the full moon definitely, the full moon affects my husband like a motherfucker. I always know when the full moon's coming up. I ain't gotta look at my calendar, just by the way he acts. It definitely affects people, and it definitely can use it to your advantage. Yeah, I just don't usually make it a point to, even days of the weeks. I do use days of the weeks for my spirits, because my, you know, pretty much all my spirits have their own day of the week, and this is a day that I really do them up, light them up, honor them, play their music, you know, whatever. But as far as work goes, I do it when it needs done. I don't wait for a particular day of the week on a particular hour to do shit. If it needs done, I'll fucking do it. I did some shit last night, and it just so happened to fall on a Saturday, which was perfect for what the fuck I was doing, and I love it when that happens. But I don't know the moon phase, actually, off the top of my head right now. I usually do, too, but right now I don't. I don't enjoy the repercussions either, but that's on them. Yep. Hello, Black Sigil Sorcery. Yeah, I told her that anything she sends me, back on her, but she's still on that shit like an idiot. Yeah, some people don't learn. Some people, you gotta smack them the fuck up till they take a seat, and that's what I've been getting yelled at about. I've been letting these motherfuckers hit me and hit me and hit me and hit me, and I'm just kind of brushing it off, and because it's not a big deal. The shit these people are throwing can't really fucking fuck with me. It can't. They can't. They can't really touch me. The spirits let me know some shit's going on. You know, they'll let a little something, something be like, just to get my attention and be like, yo, this is happening. But they really can't fucking touch me. So, like, I just kind of, you know, brushing it off and not worrying about it too much, just cleaning up the mess or whatever. But it was brought to my attention that they're hurting other people. And this is where I gotta step in. Now, I gotta make them take a seat. Because not only are they fucking with me, they fucking with other people. And they can hurt them, even though they can't fuck with me. So I gotta be Mama Justify, and I gotta balance that shit out. So, we're gonna see if we can have them take a seat for a little while and think about it. Greetings from California. I wish you were my big sister. Aw. I don't even have any siblings. I'm an only child. So's my husband. So glad my neighbor left. Oh my god, he was so annoying. And judgy. Didn't hotfoot him, but some dragon's blood incense can do the trick. Really? Never heard of that one. St. Martin is awesome. Yep. I have him too over here. Hi, Bruja Marie Laveau. Happy Mother's Day, honey. We got bad weather, so stuff is very sketchy here on the computer. This shit, I don't know if it's my spirits or with YouTube, because it never happens. Go for the 5G. I'm gonna try it next time. Hopefully I'll fucking remember. You're lucky I remember to turn my notifications off before I start a live. Ancestors are the relatives who move into your home, dictate your life, and are determined to straighten your shit out. Real talk, honey. From Cleveland. Yep, badass mafia. You know, I read something recently that Kansas City is like the #1 city for shootings in the whole country. And it's not, and it even said, it was like, it's not the #1 city for murders, because most of the people that get shot live. They don't die. But it's the #1 city in the country for shootings. And it's true. Like, every night on the news, there's like 8 fucking shootings. And people are shooting in houses, and little babies getting shot in their cribs. And it's like, oh my god. We have one real close to home. Like, I'm in Kansas City, but I'm in North Kansas City. I'm on, you know, the suburbs, kind of. I'm not in the city. And in the North Town, we don't have a lot of shootings up here. We don't have a lot of crime up here. That's more downtown kind of stuff. But we had one really, we had 3 shootings, like, maybe 4 miles away from my house this week, like 2 nights ago. And that was like, this shit's getting a little close to fucking home. I'm ready to get out of here. I hate it here. In your opinion, you're gonna hate me. In your opinion, can you mix aspects of ceremonial magic with hoodoo and voodoo? Who here knows me? You want to take this one? I gotta be the bad guy here. I'm about to make an enemy. No! Do not fucking mishmash the practices of different things. Don't fucking do it. And hoodoo and voodoo are 2 entirely different, separate things. They're not the same. One is a religion, one is a practice. And ceremonial magic and high magic has nothing to do with any of it. Do not mishmash your practices and your traditions ever. This is where we get fuckery. My battery is dying, y'all. 10%. Do you think sending a hex curse can backfire on you? Why or why not? I've never had one backfire on me. I wouldn't say that it's not possible, especially if it was unjustified. Especially if it was just somebody who likes to just fucking curse everybody and, you know, for no fucking reason, completely unjustified. Yeah, I think that shit can come back, definitely. Backfire, 100%. I believe child support is set by the court, so it doesn't matter how much or little time he spends with the kids, he still has to pay. Yeah, I mean, he would have to, you know, still pay, but if it's like a 50-50, I think the price would get adjusted, you know, if it's rather, you know, different time frames get different amounts, you know what I mean, because they're sharing it. People are emotional. They are easily thrown off. It might be about your protection, not theirs. Stay centered in your power. Just my 2 cents. If you are mad, they are getting to you. That's true. Real talk. I didn't squit your husband with that water bottle, did you? No, that was my dog. The dog was in my face getting all stupid. Are rosemary candles as good as the incense if I made one, if made with essential oils? Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Full moon, my hubby acts like a little bitch. Mine doesn't act like a little bitch, he acts like a nut. Is it traditional to use other Bible verses in workings besides Psalms? I think when it's passed down through family lineages, they probably have their own verses in the Bibles that they use for shit. And that would be traditional in like their lineage that's been passed down through. Across the board, I wouldn't say it's traditional. I mean, you definitely could. There wouldn't be no harm in it, but I wouldn't say it's traditional to do that, no. How good are the uncrossing soaps and purification? Would it be considered a ritual every time you use one? I have talked about uncrossing soaps and stuff on previous videos. They're good for a quickie. Like, you know, if you jump in the shower and you just want to get a little caca off you, you know, you can use a spiritual soap. It's good for in between the spiritual baths, but full-blown spiritual baths are 100% necessary and 100% to do regularly. Like a minimum of once a week. Minimum. But on those in-between days when you're not doing a bath, if you just want to get a quick shower or something, absolutely. I have tons of different spiritual soaps. And I put oils in my different body washes and shampoos, and like each one's marked for this or that. You know, if I want a certain thing, I'll grab this one. They're good for a quickie, absolutely. But does it take the place of a spiritual bath? No. I live near Chicago. People don't live when there are gunshots. They just die. Yeah. I hate that shit. There were some vampires using him and blasting music all night, and I wanted to get them to leave, and I just lit some dragon's blood, and they left. I could tell they were taking advantage. Well, I don't know if it was so much the dragon's blood, but definitely your intent could have done that with your spirits and everything. Thankfully, these thugs can't aim for shit. My dad taught me how to. Awesome. Dragon's blood banishes negativity. It does. It does. I mean, there's other things that banish it better. But yeah, like fiery wall of protection. Oil and the incense and everything has dragon's blood in it. And that's kind of, I mean, it's more for protection than banishing negativity, but it definitely kind of keeps it out, puts a wall up. Nope, nope. No potpourri magic, no. Here's your answer. Battery is done. I gotta get to these questions quick. 7%. That's what I thought. I wanted to confirm. I respect your practice, but some people like to mix quilpothic magic with hoodoo and call it eclectic. Yeah, we don't like eclectic witchery over here. Oh, don't get me started. Child support is set by the court, but it depends on a number of factors such as income, expenses of both parents, as well as the visitation time spent with the other parent, at least in California. Yes, this is what I was talking, the time difference on who has the child more. If it's 50-50, that would fix the price. It would change it. If blood was used to harm me, do you suggest I give some of my blood to the earth? Like prick my finger, not sacrifice an animal, but a finger prick. I was thinking maybe giving back and getting better. There's lots of people in traditional witchcraft circles that will tell you about blood magic and pricking your finger and using your own blood and all this and that. I am 100% of the school, don't fucking do that shit. That is some serious fucking shit, and you can make pacts with things that you have no fucking clue about. Your blood is precious and sacred, and you do not fucking offer it to anybody or anything. You want to offer blood, get a fucking critter and sacrifice that mofo and offer the fucking blood. Don't offer your own blood, and don't offer any kind of human blood to anything, anyone, any spirit, any work. That's my fucking school. The spirits I am with, don't fucking play. You give them human blood, they're going to kill some motherfuckers to get that blood. They don't play. So that's my school of thought. Good night, all. Have a good one. Catch you next week. Well water has so many minerals, it's cloudy. I tried getting bottled water, but the spirits seem to prefer the well water. Should I stick with that even though it's cloudy? That's odd. That really is odd. The way I'm taught is you don't give your spirits something you would not eat or drink. So if I wouldn't drink the tap water, I wouldn't give them tap water. But, and see, and I grew up on the mountain, on the Appalachian Trail, and I grew up on well water, so I know exactly what you're talking about with the too many minerals and cloudy and the taste of it. And you don't drink the fucking well water. You bathe in it. You might be cooking with it or something, but you don't fucking drink the shit. But if your spirits prefer it over bottled water, then they fucking prefer it. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's a mineral or something in it that makes it more potent for them. Go with what your spirits are telling you. If that's what they prefer, give them what they prefer. Like iron, yeah. Like I said, my school thought, the way I'm taught, the way I was raised in it, is you don't give them something that you wouldn't eat or drink yourself. So mine's get bottled water, because I wouldn't drink this damn tap water. Water in the damn city is nasty. It's got all kinds of shit floating in it. And it's not minerals. I hate baths. Gotta get one. Alright. Yeah, you gotta get one a lot. Like, make a damn routine. At least once a week you do a damn bath. Working fiery roll right now. Do you pour your spiritual bath mixture over you, or do you do a full-blown in a tub bath? You can do it both ways. Sometimes it depends on what's being done. Most of the time, I do a full-blown bath, personally. But when it comes to ceremonies and certain ways that things are done, sometimes it's just a bucket, you know, that you fucking gets dumped on you, or gets dumped on somebody else, or whatever. You can do it both ways. But personally, for my personal thing, I get a damn bath in the tub. I'm late. We'll watch later. Oh, Latoya. Do you use Vesta powder in your work? I haven't. I've actually been looking into that, and it's on my list of things to buy and try. But at this point in time, I have not tried it yet. But it's on my list. Soaps are great for everyday maintenance. I sell them in my shop. But even I say they don't take place with a full-blown spiritual bath. They need done regularly. Yes, and her soaps are awesome, people. They're awesome. She sent me some. They're fucking phenomenal. I love them. Thank you for the good advice. What about drinking blood from animals or people? It depends. On people, I would say no, because you're really going to take on some caca. You're going to get all that caca if you're drinking a person's fucking blood. Animals, there are certain things and ceremonies and stuff where you might drink some fucking animal blood, yeah. But people blood, I would never tell anybody to drink people blood. Showering with meat is a good transference for blood rituals. Nasty. Excuse me. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Just wanted to make sure I got it all. Wow, that's interesting. I never heard of that one. Showering with meat. That's interesting. I didn't want to give tap water either. Yeah, I don't either. Are the ancestors dead family members you knew or recently died? Or are they distant relatives? Is it okay to have recently dead family members on your altar? Abso-fucking-lutely. They are all that. They are the ones that died recently. They are the ones that go back from the beginning of time when your lineage started. They're all that. There is a general rule, at least in my tradition. When someone recently dies, I'm trying to talk fast because my battery's going to die. I got to go here. When there's a new death, you generally don't want to put them with the rest of the ancestors for a year and a day. But you still offer them light, you still elevate and venerate, but they have their own separate kind of little space or table, you know, with their picture, their own glass of water, and their own light. And then a year and a day after their death, you can then elevate them to the rest of the ancestors and place them, you know, with the rest. That's just my tradition and the way I'm raised in. Bloody meat. Do you shower with meat? How do you shower with meat? That's a good question. I'm imagining a steak and just in a shower with a steak. That's what I'm seeing. Or a pork chop or something. Rub it all over you. There's a ritual used with a mirror and some other things to do. That's really interesting. I've never heard this one. See you next Sunday, Spirit of the Witch. To neutralize blood curses. That sounds like it would make fucking sense. This is really cool. So nasty. Sound nasty, but sometimes we gotta do the nasty, y'all. Okay, love you too, Tukawaka girl. You're my girl. I love you. Alright, guys. We're out of time. Battery's dead. 2 hours. As always, visit the shop. Get some of my Florida water. Get some of this fucking hot foot. All this good shit that I've been talking about all night. PrimitiveRootsConjure.com. Drinking blood is sometimes necessary in rituals. Yes. Animal blood. Yep. But not safe. You can actually get a type of toxicity from blood. Yeah, you can. But usually in ceremonies and stuff, not enough of it isn't, you know, ingested for that to happen. Okay, so visit the site. PrimitiveRootsConjure.com. Like me on Facebook, Primitive Roots Appalachian Conjure, and follow me on Instagram at primitive_roots_conjure. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I hope I helped as always and answered your questions to the best of my knowledge and ability. And as always, smash that subscription button and the bell so you get notified when I go live. You'll get a notification. Smash that bell, and like, subscribe, and you look different every time. You look at different every time of different age. That's interesting. I got a face on today. You know, I got makeup on and stuff. I might look a little different of an age, maybe a little bit. Like, subscribe, and share, guys. Thank you. We had fun on Mother's Day, and I hope I helped everybody. Thanks for another great live. Aston McGuire, smash your meat. I love it. I'm gonna look that up, y'all. Seriously, meat shower. I'm gonna look into this. Like, subscribe, and share. Good night.